Hello, welcome to Flower Juice. My name's John McDonald, and today we're still looking at Christmas, and I've got this fantastic metal frame. Now this we found at the wholesalers, and it's quite interesting because actually this top piece comes off, so you can just use the base as a stand for other arrangements, but giving this space gives us the opportunity to make something Christmassy. So I think we're going to make a bit of a Christmas tree, and what I want to do is just put in some foam. Now I've got a bit of foam, and I want to use it upright because what I really would like to do is fill this space with flowers. So we're just going to tape this in, I think would be a good idea. But I don't want the tape to really show at the front. So what we'll do, we'll just work our way around, and this is just going to give us a little bit of security with our flower arrangement. Now, because I want to really make an arrangement that fills this space, then this is why I've used the Oasis standing up, because this is giving us a good surface here that we can actually work with. So now we can begin. So really, I think what we'll do first is we'll just create a framework of foliage at the back. So I've got a little bit of the French ruskus. And we can just put that in. Now we can trim any wee bits later as well, so that's not a problem. I don't really want us to lose this shape, so we need to be kind of neat in how we do it. And also a little bit of salal. So this is just really beginning to create our Christmas tree shape. Now, you might want to actually cover the back as well. That's not a bad idea because covering the back will stop it losing water. So we can come in and just split this down and really bring those in. Now this doesn't matter that these are really facing the wrong way, because what we're going to do from the front is going to hide that anyway. This is what I love about Christmas, is that the wholesalers start to have some different things, some interesting things, some really silly things, but that's kind of part of the fun, is that it can really just be the opportunity to make arrangements that are not your normal, not your everyday, a little bit crazy or a little bit silly, and you can add your own touches. So if you really love baubles, then put in some baubles. You can get away with it. So as you can see, we're just filling this in. I'm cutting this quite short and keeping it quite close. And we're going to add a little bit of eucalyptus as well. So this is great because you can split this down. And actually the eucalyptus is perfect because it's matching in with the metal. And we're just taking our materials, breaking it down into little units. And we can get quite a few wee pieces out of that. So even just splitting this down, we've got a stem with just a couple of leaves, means we can go in there and really just use that for coverage. Right, so we've got our tree, we've got our foam base, and we've created a bit of a shape with our greenery. So now we can start to add our flowers. So I've got some quite traditional flowers. I've got red roses, red carnations, and we can just take it from there. So I really just want to take the carnations and just space them out throughout our design. And a carnation really is a great product or a great flower for Christmas. It gives you the colour, it's long lasting, it's not expensive really, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with carnations. I know they were quite unpopular for a little while, but they're a good flower. Let's not knock the carnation, let's be happy with what it can give us. So I'm really just working this in. And the good thing about having this quite a good amount of foam there is that it's quite easy for us to get at. So now we can do the same with the roses. So I'm looking for one that's not too big for going up the top. And we can put these in quite short actually. We want this to be quite full, but not, we don't want them sticking out everywhere. So the good thing with roses is they're quite easy to get. You can literally even get them in the supermarket. So we're just building this up. I've still got this side to do. But as you can see, having this shape makes it really easy for us to create a design because we're just really following that layout and not having to worry too much about how we're doing it. And we could do it with another little rose there. So we've got our base. Now, at this point, it's really up to you what direction you go in. You could add some gold, you could add little cones, you could add anything. So you could make this much more natural, or you could make it more bling. It's really up to you. But I've got a little bit of gypsophilia, so we're just going to add a little touch of that, just to keep it quite traditional, but quite sweet. And this can really be our touch of snow. But then you can really style this to suit. So if your colour scheme is gold, you could use gold roses, you could use gold carnations. The choice is yours, and really the way you decorate it, just like your tree at home, you can choose how you want to style it. So it's interesting actually how you can find these containers as well. You're going to obviously get them in wholesalers and in florists, but actually there's so many stores now sell products that are kind of really aimed at interior design, but the reality is you could adapt them and use them for something like this. So just keep an eye out when you're shopping, and you might find the perfect container that was maybe for a different use. And there we go, we've got a simple arrangement. And then it's really up to you if you want to add any other little details or anything. The choice is yours. You could add cones, you can just stage it to suit. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. We've got a simple Christmas tree arrangement using a frame, and very easy to do, but you'll get lots of enjoyment from it. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Click here to subscribe and keep up to date with all our videos to come.